are on the coast of Oregon. Did you say Oregon when you first moved here?
No.
No?
No.
I did. When I moved from Chicago to Phoenix, we lived on Oregon Street. And I said Oregon, and everyone thought I was crazy.
We had Oregon, Illinois, and I always called it Oregon.
Do you know this is my first video officially?
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah. I did an intro already, but this is my first like
Actual?
video-y type thing.
Cool.
Driving here, first off, I want to tell them about the coyote.
Oh, the almost killing the coyote?
Yeah. So there is a major, it's kind of a major highway. It's considered a major highway, but most of it's one lane, except a couple of passing lanes. And there was a dumb butt. See, I caught myself. Are you proud? Are you proud?
I'm so proud.
That was riding our bums, and it was in a passing lane, and there was a slower car right next to us that we were getting around. There was a guy right on our tail, and this guy kind of slowed down a little.
Not a little, he hit his brakes. I saw him hit his brakes.
And she noticed that, luckily, and I remember gasping, and then out darts this coyote. There was cars coming the other way too. I'm surprised he did not get hit, but
he made it.
He made it, and we didn't get hit either. That's the bottom line of the story too.
Thank goodness.
We were safe. No one hit our bum, so.
Made it.
Anyway, we're here. We're on the coast. It's pretty nice actually for the Oregon coast, because we're here.
That's right.
Because we're here.
Thank you.
But now that I'm here with my good friend Denise, I didn't actually introduce her either. This is Denise, everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
She's one of my oldest friends here, and I mean that timeline, not age, but a little bit on the age too.
Yeah, a little
Ooh,
bit.
a bird just flew over us. Anyway, since we kind of are spanning an age range here, I thought we could talk about the dilemmas of dating as older folk. As you guys know, I'm kind of in my mid to late-ish 30s. We'll just call it the mid-30s. We'll just call it mid, okay? And Denise is older as well.
Yeah, hey, I'm proud to say. I got that 5 in front of me.
Dating in Portland, eh?
Yeah. Slim pickings.
Slim pickings.
Slim pickings.
Everyone's either taken or married, or this is a perception. And I think this is kind of the bottom line of it all is it slim pickings, or are we being picky? Are we not being opened?
Are we just not in the right areas? Are we not
in the mood? You know what I mean? So what was the last date you went on?
I haven't been on a date in over 2 years.
Didn't you go out fishing with someone?
That wasn't I don't know that I consider that a date, but I mean, it could have been, but it was fun. I went out with one of my customers, and he took me salmon fishing on the Columbia. So it was fun.
Okay, but nothing.
No.
For me anyway, there's kind of a mental block as well. Thinking that there's so many younger, prettier, skinnier people out there that I know I'm cool. I know, you know, I like myself and my friends like me. But when there's so many other options out there, like why should they pick me?
Right. I feel like they don't give a chance. You know, there's a lot of men that pick on superficial basis,
right.
And we're not petite flowers, and we're okay with that.
And we don't. Oh, I put that right in front of your face. We don't. It's not that we don't care, but we don't care. You know, we're not going to go out of our way to make people like us. If you want to come talk to us, chat, right on.
Yeah, we're open to that, but
if you don't, all right, I don't give a rat's patooey. So,
I am who I am, and if you don't like that, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be somebody else just to get a date.
So are there aspects of a relationship that you miss?
Sometimes, and I think it's more just the companionship. Maybe sometimes just curling up on the couch with someone. I don't know that I really miss the physical side so much right now. And I think that might just be because of my age and getting closer to menopause. Because I hear that's kind of one of those things that comes along with the territory. But I do kind of miss having somebody to just go out and walk around, maybe hold hands and, you know, or curl up at a movie or something. But
yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, same thing. I'm trying to think. Same thing.
Sorry.
Don't sit downwind. Don't sit downwind of the sand.
That one's happy too.
Oh, is it? Which one did you get?
The Maryberry.
Let me try it.
Sorry, trying new ciders.
Yeah, it tastes just like the other one. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I see.
It's a different fruit.
You get the sweet at the end.
Oh, the bouquet.
Yeah, the bouquet of Marionberry flourishes at
You
the
can tell we're connoisseurs.
It's sweet on the palate. Cider Boys, best cider. Still my favorite.
Still.
All their flavors seem to do good.
Yeah, they don't overpower. They don't leave
We're not
that
sponsored
weird...
by them, but I wouldn't mind being sponsored by them.
Cider Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Side note.
What? So the next problem I find is where to meet men.
Yeah, I feel like the typical places that we used to go hang out are so...
We've aged out of.
Yeah, bar scene, all that stuff is just...
There's no bar scenes for like 30 to 40-year-olds.
I haven't been able to make myself do online yet.
I have done online.
Don't trust it.
I have done online. Normally, if you're kind of slick and sly, you can weed out those that are like obviously just looking to get laid or totally catfishing you, lying their asses off about who they are. Miss that ass, oh well.
Yeah. But I feel that why do I have to put forth that much effort just to weed out the true losers to maybe
But do you not have to do that in the bar? You kind of have to do that in the bar.
You have to do that in all of life, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I feel like it's so much easier for them to be superficial online, and then
it goes both ways, though.
It is, and I get
it's easier to get superficial, and it's harder to have to open up and say, okay, what am I looking for, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do agree, it gives people, a platform where it's okay to be that superficial.
Right.
You're judging solely on a photo half the time, or they said something that offended you, or, you can take that as offense and like, oh, nope, not you, because you said you never had a dog. No. Or, like, there's so many weird little traits that you can pick on and pick apart online without even meeting the person.
Very true. Very true. Not really anything set up to just casually meet people. And that everything is so forced because you're going to go meet somebody that you've only talked to online, possibly, and then you're putting yourself in a face-to-face situation, and you've got to be so careful about where you put yourself because there's just so much sad stuff going on.
What do they say? Men's biggest fear on going on a blind date is that she's fat.
Right.
Women's biggest fear is that he's a serial killer.
Correct.
And it's so true. It's so true. I leave notes around my house when I go out with someone that I don't really know. I'm like, I will be at this address. This is his name. This is his mother's name. This is, like,
when I went
if you kill me, you're getting caught. That's the bottom line.
When I went fishing, I did that. I left it with like 4 people.
So
just in case.
So it was a date.
Well, because I was out on the river in a boat that nobody knew this guy.
Just kidding.
I felt that it was better to just in case something happened and I didn't show back up that they knew where he lived.
Exactly. That's what I'm like, you know what?
It's like, dude, I deliver your mail. I know where you live.
We can't control
everything.
The outside. Yeah, outside influences. But as long as we make sure those bastards get caught, I don't care.
That's right.
Well, I do care. Don't kill me.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't. Yeah, no. Not now, anyway. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Flip side in person. Yeah. Where does this magical place exist?
True. And I feel like I don't want baggage. I mean, I know that's going to be hard to find. And my age range,
clarify
at least,
what baggage.
I should at least be able to find people who don't still have kids at home.
Or
a clinging ex-wife or something like that. I want someone whose time is their own and wants to explore new things in life. That's where I'm at.
A seagull's coming in for us.
Hey.
Not that there's any problem with anyone with kids. I
mean,
everyone has their own thing.
Yeah, but I just prefer to be able to do what I want when I want without having to make arrangements for other people. Because that's where I'm at.
It's pretty demanding.
It is, but
you need to be on my schedule when I say I want to go.
I'm not saying they need to be on my schedule, but I'm just saying that I want someone that it's, more than we work on our work schedules or whatever. It's not around 6 kids and, I have to do recitals and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
because that. No, that makes sense.
It's where we meet somebody that we actually enjoy talking to.
So that's a good question. How young would you date?
It's kind of creepy to think about dating someone that's like closer to my son's age.
Yeah.
So I would say I probably wouldn't go lower than mid-40s. I don't think I could do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if it was the right person, but
right.
I just think that...
And that goes back to if you shut that door immediately, how do you know it's the right person?
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm not going to shut that door completely, but I just think that we would be in different places in our lives, and I don't know that we could find a common ground for that. Maybe with someone that's that much younger than me.
Right, right.
You know, they're still...
Well, you have to... Do they want kids still?
Yeah,
or,
and that's the thing.
You know,
and that's not going to happen.
Right.
Sorry.
That is physically not going to happen. So Denise has an adult son, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
So she's not pulling double standards with the he can't have kids, but I do have kids type thing, yeah. That's what always gets me, too, is the double standards.
Yes.
Like men that are not, like, stunningly gorgeous, maybe a little extra weight, which is totally fine. I'm not bagging that at all.
Dad bods in.
But...
Saw the rage.
But when those types of men are like, oh, I'm sorry, you're not pretty enough for me, or you're too fat, or it's like, dude, look in a mirror. Oh, Lordy, how do we go so wrong? Just care, that's all we ask for. Just care. Just a little. Just a little.
I think they got tired of us.
These gorgeous, like, god dang it. They came?
Right?
Why?
Why?
There you have it, a day at the beach and two ladies' opinions on being single in Portland. Do you have any experience or any advice? Please leave a comment. Have you found something that works for you? A location, a site, anything like that at all? Help us. Help women help each other. And if you liked what you see that little kitty cat in the corner? I dare you to click it. That's how you subscribe. That's how you get to know what's going on this channel. So please do so. And I hope you guys have a great week. See you later.